A very good evening, viewers, and thank you for tuning in to the Nilecast only on West Nile Television, where we give the daily news bulletins of the day. Every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., my name's Ukumaringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories this evening, let's have a look at what's happening in the headlines tonight. In the headlines tonight, transport operators raise concern over Karuma route closure. West Nile leaders call for extension of the national grid to rural areas. And older persons in Greater Nebi plea for support. This and more in the Nilecast News Bulletin. It's the 24th of September 2024. You're most welcome to the Nilecast, only on West Nile Television. Let's dive straight into the stories that have made headlines tonight. Taxi and bus operators in Arua City have raised a number of challenges already affecting their businesses after the route to Karuma has been closed completely for all vehicles and passengers from northern Uganda. Take a look.
Just a day after the total close of Karuma Bridge for travelers to and from northern Uganda taking effect, taxi and bus operators in Arua City have raised a number of challenges already affecting their businesses. According to travel business operators, the route to Kampala and vice versa has become longer, yet the fares have remained unchanged. This comes at a time where the Karuma route has been closed completely for all vehicles and passengers to and from northern Uganda to pave way for the renovations on the dilapidated structure. As per the new directive following the total close of the Karuma Bridge, vehicles and travelers to and from West Nile sub-region have been asked to use alternative route via the Merchant Falls National Park, which according to the transport business operators is a longer route compared to that of Karuma. Abui Musa, a taxi driver who is operating on the Kampala to Arua route, expressed the challenge of fuel prices, yet the prices have remained the same. Abui is now threatening to increase the fares, since the journey is now a longer route, consuming more fuel.
The journey of currently is now very difficult. It's now very difficult. We are here suffering with our customers so much because of the road. The road is to become very far. Now what we are going to do, as you people have known, the fuel price is very high and the journey is going to be long. We are going to do what? We are going to increase the prices.
Meanwhile, Ismail Juma, the YY Coaches Arua branch manager, confirms that despite the changes in the route, their prices have still remained normal.
According to price changes, we have not changed our price. We have been charging our customers Arua to Kampala 50,000. We still maintain that price because the situation is not okay. Customers are complaining, they don't have money for sure. Work is a bit hard, however much the fuel is a bit up. We still maintain our price at a level, at the same price. We don't change it.
Ari Jole Joel, a staff of California Bus Company, appreciates the government for the development and says that the change did not also spare them either, as this has forced them to reschedule some of the times of their buses due to the overwhelming demand of the customers.
Actually, it affected the buses. They come with the idea of saying the issue of sleeping in the Pakwach and the other side of Masindi, it doesn't favor them. They came with the proposal of saying that, if it's possible, why can't the management change the time of departure from Arua to Kampala and Kampala to Arua at night to daytime? And then management also granted their request.
Recently, General Edward Katumba Wamala, the Minister for Works and Transport, while inspecting the bridge, confirms that the rehabilitation process will run for a period of 3 months to make the bridge stronger and safer for passengers.
We are permanently closing this bridge, permanently, so that we can give these people enough time to do work. Because now we are not only going to replace what you have seen down there as rotten things, but we are going to replace the top. The whole of the deck is going to be replaced, so that it is made more safer, to avoid those kind of leakages which you have seen down there. We are also going to improve on the safety. We are going to put more strong materials to ensure that if tomorrow you veer off, God forbid, if you veer off then you just bounce off and bounce back.
Well, with the changes in the routes that did take effect yesterday, where the government has said that Karuma Bridge will be closed for 3 months, the question that remains right now is that will government finalize the works within the stipulated 3 months period is what most transporters are waiting to hear. Back to your Community Christian at the Political Command Center.
And more in our stories, different district leaders in the West Nile region have expressed their concerns and calls for extension of the national grid in the rural areas to enhance better service delivery in the different sectors such as health, reduction, trade, and among others, which continues to be hindered due to lack of power. Take a look.
During the budget consultative meeting of financial year 2025/2026 held in Arua district with different stakeholders across different districts in Western region, different district leaders have expressed their concerns and calls for the extension of national grid in rural areas to enhance better service delivery in different sectors such as health, education, trade, among others, which continues to be hindered due to lack of power.
You are calling for all these investments. Without these poles going down, it would be a problem. Maybe municipalities out of 46 sets that we have, power has only reached, half of it has reached only in 6 sets. The rest are without power. And now good enough that the president in his own wisdom has decided to give a daughter to West Nile to head that place as you heading the finance department. Can you all go and sit together with the Honorable Minister Nyamutoro and tell them that now the grid has arrived, but where is the pole?
I want to appreciate the president we are being connected, the Western Nile region has been connected to the main grid. But Minister, I want to tell you, I don't want people to deceive us. We have poles only on the main road. It is called rural electrification. Which rural areas in Western Nile are being connected to power. We have institutions deep in the villages without the poles. Take our voice as Western Nile, we want poles to reach the rural areas which are real rural. We have secondary schools in these rural villages. We have markets in the rural areas. We have health facilities in the rural areas where there are no poles.
It's unfortunate that Ogongi has not yet tested, but we also congratulate the president for that commitment you made here, that something is being done. But there are also districts like Pakwach, which are just enjoying the line flying with no connections in terms of transformers, poles. I think coverage of electricity in Pakwach cannot punch beyond 5%. And so that was commitment in 2016 manifesto that every sub-county quarters would have access to electricity. So the issue of electricity connection and rural electrification is being done very discriminatively. I think people who are on high table should shake themselves not to fail General Museveni in that area, and that should be taken seriously.
Western Nile sub-region previously relied on a power grid operated by Western Nile Rural Electrification Company Limited in short as Wenereko, which has been unreliable. The new transmission line is expected to significantly enhance socio-economic development in the region. Orak Benson Pastore, Western Nile Television Nilecast.
And more in our story, Spanish International Humanitarian and Development Organization held a meeting with the different stakeholders in Adjumani district, both sub-county and district level, in order to establish conservation of the environment and empower farmers on irrigation farming systems. Take a look.
In order to improve on the productivities of farmers within Adjumani district and other districts, a Spanish International Humanitarian and Development Organization, AYUDA, and Action held a meeting with different stakeholders at both sub-county and district levels in order to establish conservative environment and empower farmers on irrigative farming systems. The empowerment activity took place on 20th September 2024 in Adjumani district. According to David Okello, the regional programs manager Adjumani, Obongi, and Lamour, the activity is done through open market systems development approach, which unites the farmers and other development bodies and is for all the sub-counties within their districts of operation.
we support them to come from wherever they have been before to get established in the districts where we work. And we facilitate them to interact with the beneficiaries directly. So in other words, as long as someone is a resident of these districts of Adjumani, you qualify to be a beneficiary. As long as we're able to buy these products, you qualify to be a beneficiary. In terms of the scope, the geographical scope, we are in Adjumani. And because it is a market system, we don't have any specific sub-counties we are in.
As a Danish sales team leader, Sun Culture applauds the farmers of Adjumani for being supportive towards the system of irrigation, saying it has been made possible through working together with other implementing partners.
Adjumani, as a district, we have never had any serious challenges, especially during our marketing operations. The district is okay, people are welcoming. I think we really don't see any challenge in Adjumani. We do have other partners like other agro-input operators around. For instance, farm-wise agribusiness, we have been working with them for long. They have also actually helped us in marketing and improve the client base.
Mr. Kandaruku Stephen, one of the beneficiaries from Pashara sub-county, said he has acquired goods and livelihood skills through the agricultural engagement by the organization, calling for other farmers to embrace modern systems of agriculture.
I personally have purchased 10 pigs and 10 goats for doing this duration. We are not meeting in 1 year, but now we are taking 8 months. I've got all those. It is because of the money I got from the agricultural production, and because of the solar farm that I purchased from Sun Culture. And I wanted to also thank the Sun Culture organization for always coming to my field to encourage me to always do the best. And, I also want to encourage the other smallholder farmers to really engage in agriculture so that we expand the production.
Meanwhile, Mr. Emmanuel Okware, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner at Adjumani, believes the necessary efforts will conserve the environment and also empower farmers to access solar for irrigating their fields. However, said poverty eradication is a gradual process, therefore more efforts are needed to ensure its progress.
We believe definitely that this was a necessary intervention that was coming to address our renewable energy needs in the district, given that charcoal usage was also, there was a big call for us to reduce on, but also secondly to empower farmers to be able to access solar power for their activities. We know much of the work still needs to be done. We know that poverty reduction is a continuous process. Our people's livelihoods need to be made better every other day. We know that our environment needs to be safeguarded. So I think this, for me, this project speaks volumes, and it's something that we are proud about. I am personally impressed by the intervention.
The Spanish Humanitarian and Development Organization, Ayuda en Action, has worked with the communities with its major aim of conserving environment, production, use of renewable energy, that is clean cooking, and components solar water in both host and refugees communities of Adjumani districts and beyond. Peace Oshaki, Alan.